Hi! Today we are going to do a garden tour. It is April 2nd, 2025. I am in zone 6B, and this is currently what we're working with. Okay, so it's springtime, and currently I just have a lot of my perennials coming up and a couple of greens. So over here I have cosmos and calendula starting to come up. It's my compost pile. And I've got some greens in these pots. Got some broccolini, some Swiss chard, some lettuce, and then over here I've got a ton of volunteer poppies and some kale. This is normally where I have my tomatoes. And then up here I have some sugar snap peas growing. And then over here I have some alliums and some poppies coming up. And that bed has got arugula and a bunch of saved seeds, probably like bok choy and mustard green, something like that. I just planted this rosemary, put it in a pot this time so I could actually bring it inside. Got a black-eyed Susan, some bok choy, green, and some spinach. And then my strawberry tower. I've just gone around my garden and picked all of the rogue strawberries and put them in here. I have lettuce seeds coming up and some sugar snap peas going up. Just a handful of bok choy and one random lettuce. My dahlias are in that pot. My fig tree is coming back. Yeah. And then let's do a little walk over here. This here is a native bee balm. And then the most prolific thing in my garden is a nice hyssop. Literally this entire border. But it's beautiful, it smells good, so I don't care. And I do have some hollyhocks right there. And catnip, some daylilies, and yarrow patch here, daylilies, yarrow patch here, and then I have some nice hyssop right there. This is a row of tires that end up being covered by weeds. My potatoes are in there. Then over here I've got apple mint living its best life. I have some sugar snap peas that I planted along the edge there that are going to come up. And then in here I have catnip, hollyhocks, marshmallow. I had some tulips and daffodils and hyacinth. And then some bronze fennel. I learned today that this isn't a good plant to plant around other plants. I don't know, I have to Google that. My tarragon. And then the OG anise hyssop that started it all, going absolutely mad. And then I've got a Russian sage in here that probably needs a new spot. And then in here, I thought this died, but this is a compass plant. And I'm so excited about it. It'll be the first year I got a flower on it. In this bed, I've got some salvia and some bee balm. That salvia needs rescuing. And then the rest of this bed, I've just been like throwing leaves and whatnot in. Okay, so this used to be where the strawberries were, but the mint has chosen it, and you know, I'm not fighting it. So we moved her anyways. It also got eaten there like constantly. I had terrible luck. I'm really hoping that this year it's better. This is a perennial that I bought at a plant sale and I forgot what it was. Obviously don't have a label. Bummer. So I don't know what it'll be, but I bet it'll be cool. Okay, over here I've got my these are apple crates raised beds. I've had them now for like 4 years, and I will say they are holding up bad. I'm just gonna go with it, see how long I can get them to last for. I have some lemon thyme right here and some sugar snap peas there in the middle. In these beds I have just some random lettuces and bok choys that'll get bigger and be great for salads, like mixes, just kale and bok choy and lettuce, same, thrown in there. And then my sage always comes back. And then right here I've got a grapevine just absolutely taking over. And my asparagus. Look at this though, y'all. What happened here? This plant is doing great. This plant is a little smaller, and then I've got another plant behind it. I just ordered 10 more and I started 2, so I'll be able to finally fill up this whole bed. Okay. Yeah, I need to trim back that grapevine because it doesn't really produce anything very edible. Okay. In here I have radishes and carrots that I have this thing in just because it keeps both my cat and other animals from jumping in and digging in it. We've got some sugar snap peas back there. Then carrots in here. And then just this side. This is cabbage. And I actually put a net over it. So I'm really hoping that I'll have cabbage. Oh, this bed I hadn't planted anything in, and then remembered that last year I had potatoes in it, and now it seems like it's once again a potato bed. This is my red vein sorrel that came back, and this is Swiss chard that came back, which I've never had before. It was on my like dead plant, and then I planted a bunch of baby Swiss chards to fill it out. The second year red vein sorrel is tart. Chewy. Ugh. Disgusting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to use it for the seed because that was gross. Okay. I feel like I have a pretty lenient level of gross. Oh, these are my winter sowing jugs. That's how I start all my plants. I have bachelor's button starting by itself everywhere. Here, I'll show you. Let's do. These are the silliest plant. This is an orange hat tomato, which is like the miniest tomato. It was a free seed packet. So that's what's happening there. Some okra in a Pedialyte bottle from when my whole entire family died of norovirus. And I collected so much Pedialyte. And more. These haven't popped yet. Those have. And an elephant ear garlic and some random garlic that I guess wasn't picked last year. Some bachelor's buttons. Some more seeds starting. And then this is where I have some sugar snap peas coming up. That'll come up like the railing, which I usually do every year. And I love. Okay, then over here, this is a peach tree with no fruit. Never has fruit. But I got it from my dad. And, you know, it does provide a little bit of shade for when I sit here. This area I started for the first time last year. And last year I was pregnant and literally could not come into the garden without wanting to throw up. And was completely overgrown. So I'm very impressed with the status. The edge to the forest is impossible to maintain. I've got arugula right here and some hollyhocks here. Those are spring onions that we just have, so I don't mess with it. And and that has mountain mint in it, and that is a plum tree that I am expecting fruit from. And then I haven't planted out the other beds yet, so we'll see what happens there. And then in here, I kept trying to put flowers, but it was hard. But I did put some hollyhocks right there, and they seem to be doing okay. Over here, I have a row of some more potatoes, and I have onions actually right here. Let's see. Then along that edge, I've got yarrow, but I need to plant something over here. I guess I could move my anisis up. And then some daylilies over there. I usually do tomatoes over on this side too, and like peppers and just like random stuff. I've been adding all of these hilarious versions of trellises, aka this bed frame and greenhouse frame, for like cucumbers and squash and stuff. So I'm gonna add some more vining things as well. But yeah, along this border here, I just have a variation of yarrow and anise and elderberry. Let's see, grows over there. Yeah, that's an elderberry. That's an elderberry. And I have some butterfly. What do they call it? I don't know, forget. Butterfly bush? Feels wrong. But it's mostly yarrow. 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 I have white yarrow, pink yarrow, and yellow yarrow. This is my handy dandy scarecrow. And then over here, one of the tires, I've got some bee balm. I've got some sunflowers that I was eager to plant out too early. And a black-eyed Susan that's right there. I usually always have a bunch of wildflowers right there. And I popped some nasturtium seeds in here. So we'll see. And then another little anise that I dug up from somewhere and put there. Bunch of bachelor buttons here. This is a lilac, a baby lilac that I've grown. It has its first, terrible lighting, couple of blooms. And I'm so happy because I was wondering. It's been years. And now I see the promise. Okay. Yeah, here, bachelor's buttons, bachelor's buttons, bachelor's button, and anisis up. And back to the little poppy and I don't even remember what I called those a second ago. But they're there. I went and harvested some tarragon and some mint and some anise to make some tea. So first harvest of the season. I'll hopefully keep up with these videos and see the progress. All right, bye.